I still remember that day in class like it happened yesterday. The room was buzzing quietly, everyone half paying attention, half lost in their own world, when suddenly our teacher asked a question. I wasn't even thinking about it, my mind was somewhere else when out of nowhere, he said my name. For a second, everything around me stopped. My heart thumped so loudly, I could hear it in my ears. He looked straight at me and said, "You, tell me the answer." Hearing my name in front of the whole class felt like someone had poured ice water down my spine. My hands froze. Even though I knew the answer, my body didn't cooperate. I lowered my eyes because I didn't have the courage to look up. Somehow, with a shaky voice, I gave the answer and surprisingly, it was correct. But before I could even breathe a sigh of relief, something unexpected happened. The teacher told me to stand up, walk to the front, and explain the answer in detail. At that moment, panic hit me harder than before. I stood up slowly, walked to the board, and lifted my head for just a second. And right then, right when I was supposed to speak, my mind filled with a storm of thoughts that had nothing to do with the question. I could feel people's eyes on me. I imagined them staring at my face, judging me, wondering if I looked stupid, wondering what I would say wrong. I felt exposed, like every flaw I had was suddenly visible. And because of that fear of being seen, fear of being judged, I lowered my eyes again. All the confidence I had disappeared. Even though I knew the explanation, I couldn't get a single sentence out of my mouth. The teacher's expression changed. He got irritated. He scolded me right there in front of everyone. He said, "You're in 12th grade and you still can't even look up while talking. What kind of useless behavior is this?" His words hit me like arrows. I felt a lump in my throat. I wanted to disappear. The embarrassment stayed with me long after class was over. When I reached home that day, I was hurt more by myself than by what the teacher said. I kept replaying the scene in my mind again and again. At first I felt angry at him, but after a while I realized it wasn't really his fault, and it wasn't my classmates' fault either. The truth was painful but simple. The problem was mine. I didn't have the confidence to look someone in the eyes, and if I couldn't do that, how could I ever express myself properly? That's when I opened YouTube and typed how to make eye contact. Hundreds of videos showed up. I clicked one, then another, then another. Some people spoke with confidence, some gave tips, some talked about psychology. But the more I watched, the more frustrated I became. Not a single video addressed my real problem. No one talked about the fear that freezes your body when someone looks at you. No one explained what goes on in your mind when you feel like people are judging you. Instead of feeling motivated, I felt even more hopeless. So I stopped watching. I closed everything and decided to understand the problem on my own. Why did eye contact scare me so much? Why did it feel so easy with some people but impossible with others? I began observing myself, observing others, noticing the small things people do when they feel awkward. Slowly, I started understanding the deeper reason behind my fear. And from all these observations, I found 3 insights, 3 simple ways that didn't just improve my eye contact, but completely changed how I saw myself. But before I discovered those solutions, something small but powerful happened, an incident that opened my eyes. One day, I was sitting in a cafe, scrolling through my phone. In front of me, there was a guy working on his laptop. At one point, he accidentally looked at me. Our eyes met for barely a second, and instantly, he looked away. Not casually, but with the same nervousness and awkwardness that I often felt. And in that moment, a realization hit me like a wave. He felt the same way I did. He wasn't confident. He wasn't relaxed. He wasn't judging me. He was just as self-conscious as I was. That tiny moment made me understand something huge. People aren't perfect. People aren't always confident. Everyone has insecurities they hide. And if I'm nervous about eye contact, others are too. This truth changed everything for me. I stopped believing that others were superior, flawless, or waiting to judge me. They were human just like me. They had fears just like me. They had awkward moments just like me. The more I accepted this, the lighter my heart felt. I started noticing that people are usually lost in their own thoughts. They think about how they look, how they sound, how others perceive them. Most people are too busy with themselves to judge anyone else. That alone removed half of the pressure I felt. Then another big realization came. Whenever I avoided eye contact, I made myself feel weaker. It wasn't about what the other person thought, it was about what I told myself. Every time I looked down, my mind learned that I wasn't confident enough. And every time I looked up, even for a moment, my mind learned that I was capable of facing the world. Eye contact wasn't just about communication, it was about identity. I started practicing slowly, not forcing myself, not pretending, just allowing myself to look at people naturally. At first it was awkward, my heart still beat fast. But the more I practiced, the easier it became. And every time I succeeded, even for a few seconds, I felt a spark of confidence inside me. One of the biggest mistakes I had made earlier was trying too hard. I used to think eye contact meant staring. I believed I had to maintain it without blinking or looking away. That only made me more nervous. But when I started observing real human conversations, I noticed something surprising. No one stares continuously. Even confident people look away from time to time. They look to the side, to the table, at their hands. It's natural. It's normal. Eye contact isn't a performance, it's a flow. When you talk to someone you're close to, eye contact feels effortless. You don't think about it. You're not trying to impress or prove anything. You're just present. That presence is what makes eye contact real, not forced staring. And that S, the moment it clicked. Eye contact, ISNT, about the ISIT S, about comfort. It's about being honest, being real, being in the moment. When you look at someone with genuine interest, it doesn't matter if you look away for a second. What matters is that you're actually listening, actually connecting. Your emotions must match your expression. People can sense authenticity instantly, and they can sense fear instantly as well. The more I stopped performing and started being present, the more natural everything felt. My mind became calmer, my voice became steadier, and gradually, I developed a natural rhythm. Look for a few seconds, look away briefly, come back again. Not forced, not mechanical, just comfortably flowing. What shocked me the most was how people reacted. They didn't judge me. They didn't think I was weird. In fact, they treated me with more respect. They listened more carefully. They responded more warmly, and that boosted my confidence even further. For the first time, I felt seen, not in a scary way, but in a human way. Over time, those 3 insights I discovered became a part of me. First, the understanding that everyone is human. Second, the awareness that forced eye contact is meaningless. And third, the realization that natural eye contact comes from presence, not pressure. I practiced these ideas in real conversations, with friends, teachers, strangers, even the shopkeeper near my house. Every interaction became a small exercise, and the results were unbelievable. Something that once felt impossible became effortless. Something that used to scare me became my strength. If someone had told the old me that eye contact would someday feel natural, I wouldn't have believed them. But today, I can confidently say that it changes everything: your communication, your personality, your presence, your energy. People start taking you more seriously, but more importantly, you start taking yourself seriously. Eye contact isn't just communication, it's confidence. It's clarity, it's self-respect. The moment you stop worrying about what others think and start allowing yourself to be real, everything changes. You stop seeing eye contact as a test and start seeing it as a connection. You stop trying to protect yourself and start expressing yourself. You stop shrinking and start expanding. And believe me, once you experience that shift even once, you will never go back. So start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to magically become confident one day. Confidence is built, step by step, moment by moment. And eye contact is one of the strongest steps you can take. When you look someone in the eye with calmness, when your face is relaxed, when your presence is real, you give a message not to them, but to yourself, that you are enough, that you belong, that you deserve to be heard, that you have the courage to be seen. And that simple belief can transform your life. If this message connected with you, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs it today. And if you want more videos that change the way you think, make sure you subscribe before you go.